Yo, what is going on? So we are here today with a video. I'm so happy to be able to upload Smogon Premier League Week 1 Blunder versus Reiku ORAS OU. Man, it has been a while since I played tournament. Last time I played a tournament game was like June, July with Smogon Tour playoffs and World Cup. And then I didn't play any other ones. I played a little bit of Smogon Tour the following season, but I dropped out very early because it just, it wasn't doing it for me. But it was a good break, man. When I retired, when I went on my little retirement, I was the greatest player of all time. And I'm back 6 months later, and it really looks like nothing has changed. So let's just hop into it. So yeah, Week 1, I'm in ORAS OU playing my man Reiku. Now Reiku, some OGs will remember him. I played him in SPL finals, and then I played him in the following SPL. We are 1-1. I beat him the first time we played in the finals, and he beat me the second time we played in the following SPL. So there's kind of a rivalry here, but we got good respect for each other. And it's been like 2 years since we matched up, so I knew this would be a cool game. Anyway, I'm on the Dragon Spiral Tyrants. That's my team with Joey and CTC. Just so I can give some backstory, Reiku is on the Tigers. I don't know what it is. Circus Maximus Tigers. But anyway, the reason I brought this team, and you can go watch my team analysis vid. I'll link that maybe in the comments or something. It's like 10-12 minutes, and it'll break down. It's like a more thorough breakdown. I'll just talk really quickly about this. The reason I brought this team is because I thought he'd bring Charizard or Volcarona, because I have been using a lot of teams that lose to Charizard and Volcarona, and I think Volcarona is really challenging to deal with in ORAS OU. So instead of using like a 3-mon defensive core that could lose if it had like the right hidden power or coverage, I just decided to say fuck all that and put a Chansey on, because that's the only surefire way I know to beat Volcarona. I'm serious. That was the mentality of why I used this team completely, because I just didn't want to lose to Volcarona. So I just decided to use Chansey because it was the most surefire way to do it. And then the rest of the team fills in kind of nicely. I have double trap because a fat team like this is weak to Ferrothorn by default. Skarmory with Defog, and then Slowbro, Calm Mind, and Gliscor Swords Dance as the setup conditions. Reiku has an actually very similar team to mine. T-Tar is his Scarf for Pursuit, so that hazards can stay up, similar to my Weavile. Ferrothorn is basically my Skarm, our Spikers. He has Torn as that backup Kel check. Mega Bro, which we both have. Garchomp as the Rocker. Excadrill as removal. So we have similar teams. His is just a lot more offensive, but looking at the matchup, I was like, okay, it's probably Mega Bro, not Mega Chomp. Just because if it's regular Bro, he just loses 6-0 to Gliscor anyway. So with that, let's hop right into the battle. So he leads off with Torn, as I'll lead off with Weavile. Now, I led off with Weavile because I saw the matchup that Weavile had versus his team was very nice. And he's more than likely going to lead off with either Torn or Garchomp looking at my team. And if he led off with something like Drill, which I don't think he would ever do. Basically, I just thought he'd lead off with either Torn or Garchomp. Just one of those two, and he did. And even if he let off with something else, it's not that big of a deal. Now, turn 1, I'm thinking, who can he go into? Now, I'm banded. I could go for Ice Cold Crash, but I'm thinking he's going to go. If I was in his shoes, I would probably go into my Slowbro, because it would take a lot, but because it's Mega, it would take like 60, and I could pivot out after that. And I also, when I was looking at Reiku's team, I was thinking, okay, it's probably Scarf T-Tar. And if I was in Reiku's shoes, the way I would play this matchup is I would try to only have T-Tar come in to Pursuit Trap my Weavile, which might sound kind of weird because, Pursuit versus Weavile only does like 30-ish%, but that's the whole point. It looked like I should never let my Weavile take a hit in this whole battle. I should never, because it's actually a pretty great mon versus his team, as you can see. But if I knock off into T-Tar, for example, then he can Pursuit Trap me, do 30% to my Weavile, plus Sand, etc., if he can keep rocks up, etc. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can limit my Weavile, and if he's able to limit my Weavile, it can be nicer for him as well, because it's such an offensive threat. So I'm thinking that's how I would play the T-Tar. So I'm thinking he's either going to go into Slowbro or he's going to go into Ferrothorn here. Ferrothorn works because it can take 2 hits from me. So I'm thinking, okay, he's either going to Slowbro or Ferrothorn. I'm going to go into my Magnezone because that's the best bet. If he goes into Slowbro on my Magnezone, so if he goes into Slowbro here and I have Magnezone out, I can hard switch into Gliscor, knowing that he's for sure going to go into his Garchomp and activate my Orb. So that's not a big deal. If I activate my Orb, that's fine with me too. Like, I can play a more patient game. And if he goes into Ferrothorn and I go into Magnezone, then it's a win-win for sure, because I know that I'm going to trap Ferrothorn. So I go into my Magnezone straight up, turn 1, make the prediction as he goes right into Ferrothorn, money. So I'm going to be able to HP fire this thing. He goes for Protect just to scout me, and I was thinking, oh shit, if it's Leech Seed Protect, it can beat me 1v1 because I'm Scarf. But he goes for a Spike, and it's actually pretty nice that he did go for a Spike for me. I guess he thought if I'm Specs, that going for a Spike is a better play than Leech Seed, which I agree with. But had he Leech Seeded there, my Magnezone probably did not beat the Ferrothorn 1v1. I would have had to play a little differently. But fortunately, I am able to just kill the Ferrothorn here, and that's really nice for me. Slowbro's in here. I go into my own Slowbro, and now we literally just calm mine for a long ass time. That's seriously what happens. We calm mine for a long time because it kind of rhymes almost. Calm mine for a long time, and because there's nothing else to do here. Like, I go for the burn on his slow bro and I get it. I even said in the battle at like turn 6, I said, let's just do it right now. Like, click calm mine, and he was like, okay, and then we just started calm minding, and that was that. So basically this is the position we were both forced into. I couldn't go hard weavile on slow bro because I couldn't risk a scald burn. I had to go into my own slow bro because if I went Chansey, my Chansey doesn't have toxic. If it had toxic, I would have gone to it. If I had toxic, the game ended right there because I would have toxic the whole team and Chansey would have walled the entire team. Like, if I had toxic Chansey, the game ended literally right there because I just toxicked everybody and just sat there with Chansey the whole game. But no, it's heal bell. But anyway, we both have to commit now. We both have to commit. Like, I think he has just decided to commit, and now him staying in has made me think that it's for sure Scarf T-Tar and not Bandit T-Tar. Because I was thinking, damn, why would he not just like try to predict my side shock and go T-Tar, get the sand up and all that stuff, and then just hit me with a CB crunch? And at the very least, he forces my mega, and then he can win with his own slow bro later. So I was thinking, okay, so he's definitely not Bandit T-Tar, which is pretty nice. But yeah, so we continue to calm mind up, and I guess, oh yeah, as soon as I see him mega, I realize, okay, he is 100% just gonna, what's it called? He's 100% just gonna go for it and try to take out my slow bro. And I was like, okay, this is great. I can just sack my slow bro as well. The thing is, I was thinking, okay, whatever, my slow bro's not gonna win. I already understand 100% my slow bro's not gonna win this battle because it's burned, and we're both gonna just sit there killing each other until we're both dead. And that's completely fine with me. I don't need slow bro to win the game. If I can kill slow bro, then I know my Gliscor is just gonna beat him because Garchomp is not mega. Okay, the only possibility it could be is Stealth Rock on this team. It has to be Stealth Rock because I know the T-Tar's choice. There's no way it's Stealth Rock T-Tar and then some random ass like Scarf Garchomp. There's just no chance of that. So I knew the Garchomp was gonna be Helmet, and so I knew, okay, as long as I can keep Slowbro weak, who cares? Because if I'm able to stall out all of its slack offs, then I can just finish it off with like a Weavile knockoff, win with my Gliscor, done. So that was the whole way I was thinking. I was thinking just win with Gliscor because he is actually pretty Gliscor weak. Mega Bro in theory is good versus Gliscor, but not when, you know, it's just sitting here for my own slow bro to take advantage of. So let's skip through this a little bit. Slack offs, etc, etc. Oh, okay. So I side shock there, and then he side shocks and he gets the roll and kills me, which is fine because I get him low enough to the point. Oh, he had no slack offs after this too. He had 0 slack offs. I can bring in my Gliscor. He's at 7. He's gonna die. I'm able to go for the EQ, knock his ass out. He goes into Garchomp here. I go for Earthquake. I see it do 23, so my prediction was correct. It is indeed Helmet. Dragon tells me on the Magnezone. I know 100% he's just going to Dragon Tail or go for Rock, so I go for Flash Cannon. Unnecessary prediction, but I knew it was going to happen that way. I go into Gliscor. I can SD instead of Earthquake because it's the same bet. It's just how do I win with Gliscor faster. He Dragon Tails me out into Magnezone. I switch out here because I'd like to keep my Magnezone because I realize he can't really switch into Flash Cannon too well. And I could also trap drill later on, which could definitely help me. So just playing safe, I go into Skarm and Defog. I bring in my Chansey here on Torn. The first time Chansey came in of the whole battle, okay? This is how I treat my Chansey. These next 3 turns are how I treat my Chansey. Brought it on knockoff. Got up the rocks. And what do you think happened on turn 53? I let that shit get blown away. Superpower, it died. It might as well have been a lead Azelf that got up rocks and died, bro. Because I don't be using Chansey, bro. So anyone who was trying to dislike this battle because of Chansey, hey man, it didn't even do anything. I threw it out. Anyway, I bring in Gliscor because I'm done fucking around. He goes for Hurricane. Just 33% because Gliscor is broken in ORAS. I think it's broken in ORAS. Yeah, so Hurricane doesn't do shit. I roosted in case he had HP Ice, but even that probably doesn't even 2-hit KO. I Facade and I knock his ass out. Now Gliscor just shows you what a boss it is. He goes into T-Tar. He goes for Crunch, but of course, that doesn't do shit either. And I kill the T-Tar. Because my Gliscor is rocking 450 attack at that +2. He now goes into Excadrill. I assume it's Lefty's Excadrill because there's no Balloon or Life Orb. I kill that with Earthquake as well. And then he goes into his Garchomp, and I just kill that with Earthquake too. So that's going to be that. So pretty straightforward game, honestly. Yeah, man. Nothing special, honestly. Just a week 1 game. Team I wanted to use worked out. Honestly, I could have probably brought any Gliscor team and won this battle. Real talk. I had a team with Gliscor and Curse Gastrodon and Magnezone. That team would have 6-0'd the dude instantly for sure. I just thought of it. It's like one of my most used teams too. But like that's what I'm saying. The team I used, happy it worked out, I guess. Shouts to Reiku, cool guy. Hope you guys enjoyed. I guess not the most entertaining game, except my first turn was pretty fire though. That Ferrothorn trap, I'm the GOAT. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll be back next week with my week 2 match. I think I'll be on ORAS again. So, yep, I'll catch you. Peace.